guys, welcome to another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. Um, Today I'm looking at a game which, if you're familiar with my channel, you probably know that I absolutely love this game to bits. It's a very, very early game. It came out on both the Atari 800 and also the Commodore 64. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to compare versions, but rather than play one version and then give my comments and then play the other version and give my comments, I thought what would be more interesting is just to play them side by side. So yeah, this game came out. It was released, I think it was 1983. It came out by a company called Synapse Software, which was an American company, and then it was later released under the US Gold banner in the UK. Now, I'm sure I had a pirate copy of this before it actually got released. Like I said, it's a very, very early game, and it does look basic, but you know what? It's one of the best early games you're ever going to play. So anyway, let's crack on. Right, bottom right is a C64, and the top left is Atari 800. Now, I just thought it would be interesting to have the music, or not the music as such, the sound effects playing in both versions. They are very, very similar. I mean, graphically wise, there's not a lot to choose between them. The Atari does have probably slightly more subtle kind of colours than the C64, but that doesn't really detract from the gameplay at all. So you've got this helicopter, and you've basically got to infiltrate this base. And you can see there in the C64 one, I'm not doing particularly well. You're probably looking at thinking, well, Main Meister, I can't see any difference, and it's only when you actually compare them side by side like this, you can hopefully tell that the Atari 800 one plays quite a bit smoother. It's quicker, the scrolling's nicer, even the movement itself I think is just smoother. Now, I'd never actually played the Atari 800 one until probably maybe 10 years ago. Oh, bollocks. The Atari 801 is quite a bit more kind of sensitive as well. It's more responsive, not sensitive, more responsive, that's the word I'm looking for. Pick up the wee hostages, or the wee scientists. Whoops, a daisy. Now, consider I've been playing this game best part of, I don't know, 40 odd years. I've never actually managed to complete it. I've come what I think is very, very close. The sound between the two versions, there's not a massive amount of difference. Oh, arse. Don't know why this game was never ported for like the Amstrad and the Spectrum. I mean, probably because it was an early game, but you know what, it's fantastic. Dearie me, I'm completely making an arse of it. Right, we'll restart, I think. Restart the C64 one. Yeah, you can see there I'm doing a lot better than the Atari 800 one. I think possibly because it is that wee bit more responsive, it does make it, I wouldn't say easier, but it's just because it's more responsive. That's always going to help slightly. But playability wise, they do play virtually identical. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than the Atari one. In fact, I actually had to, when I played the C64 one, I managed to last for about, I don't know, about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. When I played the Atari one, I ended up lasting about half an hour, and I was kind of tempted to just leave it intact. I thought, well, no, because the whole point of this video is to kind of compare versions. Yeah, the Atari one, it's got the colours are more vibrant, I would say, but that's just down to the hardware itself. Sound, there's not a lot to really choose between them. If I was to really be forced to pick what version has the better sound, I would probably go for the Atari one. The one thing you need to bear in mind, the Atari 800 had been out for quite a number of years by this point, so the programmers, these little scientists pick them up. There we go. Yeah, the programmers had really got to grips with the hardware by this point, whereas the C64 was still quite a new computer, and that's why, you know, I mean, the C64 could absolutely have a perfect version of this. This is going to be difficult. I'm just looking at the C64 one because that wee guy, oh, I managed to kill him, that's good. Can I get through there? There we go. Now some people might say, yeah, this is just Airwolf. Trust me, Airwolf is not a patch, has not got a patch in this game. Airwolf could have been a good game. This game is much earlier, and I don't know whether the programmer for Airwolf actually ever saw this game. Why do I like it? It's interesting. It's really interesting exploring the caverns. I love games where you get to basically shoot your way through walls. There's something really satisfying about doing that. You've got these little lasers that will kind of transport you. You've got moving walls which you have to kind of try and follow. It's great. You've got these little rocket launcher things that fire heat-seeking missiles. It's a fantastic, absolutely fantastic game. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than the Atari one here. You do on occasion get a little helicopter that will try and take care of you. Right, there we go. Now that block does move from left to right, and it will also move from right to left, so you need to make sure it's moving in the right direction before you start following it. Never played this game, trust me, you need to play it. Honestly, it is one of the best. It's not just one of the best 8-bit games in my opinion. It's you know, I mean, it's one of the best early games, but I think it absolutely stands up even now. And it would be a game that I would love to actually see a remake of it, but don't change anything, just bring it up to date with graphics. It'd be a phenomenal game, it really would. If any budding kind of homebrewers out there and fancies giving it a go, honestly, it would make an amazing game. Yeah, you look at the C64 version, I'm saying the scrolling's not quite as good. There's nothing really wrong with the scrolling. It's just compared to the Atari 800 one. The Atari 800 one is silky smooth. I don't know if you can actually see that in this video, hopefully you can. That was always going to end in tears. Oh, bollocks. Now you've got various little laser beams and that kind of stuff. Now, if you're impatient like me, you can just kind of run straight through. If you want to play it properly, you're really better kind of biding your time and just waiting. But trust me guys, this is one absolutely magnificent early game. If you've got the chance to play it on either system, I would go for the Atari 800, but believe you me, the C64 one is an absolute epic game, but I just do think that the Atari one does edge it. So anyway guys, as always, thank you very much for watching.